Melissa Laroue, this is your audition reel, okay?
Oh, hey, guys.
We're gonna do a couple things, and we want to see, you got some deadly skills to maybe bring to the show. So do you want to show the audience what the skills you have there?
Yeah, well, I was in the Marines for just about 8 years with one tour to Afghanistan. And one thing about Marines is we are killers.
Yeah.
I'm sharp right here.
Good.
Looking at the end.
Whoa, okay.
Bashing you
Yeah,
in.
no, I'm fine. Okay.
You know what? But what's really great is
you got
I have
weapons
hidden.
Oh, good
So,
place to.
The
What do we got
boobs,
here?
Knife.
Oh,
And
that
which
sucker's
also
sharp.
can go down
yeah,
like that.
Okay. No.
Pocket, and then
the other boob pocket. What is this? A box?
a box cutter for all your sharp, hard to get places. So I do have a K-bar zombie defender knife.
That's a little,
Quite sharp. A nice machete.
How are you even holding these things? I mean, where was that?
Never, I will never tell.
I mean,
Can't. No.
that's as sharp as hell.
Oh yeah, you want to see?
Whoa. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Melissa's in. We're good.
Sweet.
Okay, now you don't need this to read the voiceover, right? I mean, that's.
No. I always keep a weapon with me.
I mean, a big ass knife, you're just reading voiceovers.
Yeah.
Got it.
Tonight on Circus of Chaos. Need a Necronomicon? We found them in Texas, and we talked to the creator. Find out about more bizarre fetishes with Eden Alexander. Check out the Artist of the Week. And Elrod Art visits the set. I'm the announcer, Melissa Laroue, the creepy queen, the patron saint of creeps, and Bruce Campbell's personal sponge bather. And now, on with the show.
Hey Chaos fans, it's time for Mistress Eden's Naughty Hotties, the segment where I introduce you to some of my talented and fabulous friends. This week we have the wonderful Lady Monster with us. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Now I would like to ask you how long you've been in burlesque and who your major influences are. Who inspires you?
So I'm celebrating my 12 years of doing burlesque. I started in 2005 with the Fat Bottom Review here in San Francisco, and my major influences are David Lee Roth, and a big fan of his most of my life, and Satan's Angel. She's a burlesque legend. She was born here in San Francisco and started her career here, and she is still performing and still touring. Highly influential.
Now, you have a very unique act that we're going to see later. I am super excited to show you all what Lady Monster can do. Can you give us a bit of the backstory and history about the act that you're going to do? Because it's really kind of a historical piece, I would say.
Yes. So I'm a queen of the fire tassels, and Satan's Angel created the act in the 60s here in San Francisco. She was auditioning to perform in a club, and the manager of the club said, "What have you got?" And she's like, "Well, I twirl 5 tassels at once." And the lady's like, "Oh, everybody's a tassel twirler." And she's like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Set them on fire?" And she says, "Now that's an act." So she developed these fire tassels that you'll be seeing me wearing and twirling, and she started to sanction a few different performers around the world. So there are now 20 different fire queens. Some of us are fire tassel twirlers, and she just started doing a thing called the fire poussée. And some of us just twirl fire assels and not the tassels. But Bunny Galore just started twirling. She's the queen of the 7 fires. And I do 4. I'm the quadriflame twirlinator. So I do them on my ass and my tits all at the same time, twirling at the same time. So
just when you think you've seen everything, folks, you find out that you are wrong.
I roast marshmallows and I make s'mores too. I've got treats that come straight from the teat, and I bring the camp to the fire.
All right, Miss Lady Monster, I think that you've made it plainly obvious that you're a total hottie after hearing all of that. But okay, we have to know before you go, but you'll be back to dance later, right?
Absolutely.
Now, what is it that makes you naughty? Come on, spill it.
So I've been Lady Monster for 25 years, and I started out as a performance artist, and I would read my erotica and sex stories about my own personal sex life. And so I'm quite the filthy mouth lady monster.
Oh, I love it. And you're almost like a burlesque legend yourself at this point.
Only the legends can bestow that title. I'm not there yet.
If y'all want to learn more about burlesque legends, please check out the Burlesque Hall of Fame, which is a great nonprofit organization that preserves the history and culture of burlesque and showgirls, as well as aiding and supporting aging showgirls and up-and-coming ingenues. Lady Monster, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Swedish fish swimming in your ear. Swedish fish swimming. Whoa, whoa. Hey, how many of you like the Necronomicon?
I do. Me. Me.
Okay. We met this cool gal who makes Necronomicons, and the other thing, it's not just a book. You open it, it's a hidden compartment. So you could throw your Dungeons and Dragons dice in there. You could throw your stash.
Big enough for machetes?
No, not big enough for machetes.
I'd use it for makeup.
Yeah, so let's check out Madly Made Creations.
Ba-da-ding.
I am Alee Brucato of Madly Made Creations. I specialize in Necronomicons. I custom sculpt each face. I sculpt it out of clay. I make a plaster mold. I pour latex into it, and that's how I get each face. I customize them depending on the book that I find. I find them at estate sales, antique malls, all sorts of places, and then that's what makes them one of a kind, depending on the stains I use and the accessories I add to each book. People love these just as decorations for their tables, their bedrooms. People store all sorts of things in them. I've had people say, I'm going to store my marshmallows in this, which was the most odd thing I've ever been told. Otherwise, valuables, photos, keys, anything really that you could set your mind to. And it's so scary that no one's going to touch it. My day job is I'm a costume director for a Dark Hour Haunted House, and so costume is my specialty. And I can do custom work. I'm very good with EVA foam armor, and I am interested in pursuing that. I'm looking to make more custom garments and costumes in the horror and fantasy genre, and I can do just about anything because you just creativity and just doing whatever you set your mind to. I'm looking to do jackets and dresses and a different range of costumes, and that will all be available at madlymadecreations.com and on my Etsy.
It's just out of reach, pink clown. It's just hey, put the Swedish fish on your pizza. Will you do me give me that little head right there? Did you want to introduce the artist of the week? Did you want to do that for this next segment?
All right, everybody.
Thank you, dear.
Coming up next is a Circus of Chaos Artist of the Week. Enjoy.
Chris Bellini here, the Blue Jean Critic, with my quick take on the new film Wonder Woman. Gal Gadot stars as Diana, an Amazonian princess who lives on an island hidden away from the rest of the world, where she's training to become an unbeatable warrior. One day, an American pilot, Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, crash lands his plane in the waters near her home. With German ships in pursuit, Diana soon discovers that there's a horrible war happening right outside her protected world. She decides to leave the safety of her island and try to help bring peace to mankind. Along the way, she will uncover her true identity. She'll discover her destiny. Here's a scene from the film where Diana, now Wonder Woman, is on the front lines, and you can see she means business. lot of people have complained that the DC Warner Brothers superhero films are a little too dark and a little too serious. Well, the good news here, Wonder Woman is going to lighten things up a bit. There's a great balance between the action, the drama, and the humor. Two standouts we got to talk about: Chris Pine, Gal Gadot. They look great up on screen. They have a good chemistry. They have a nice romantic connection that really hooks us into their relationship. Most importantly, there are a lot of funny moments, and that's really enjoyable. There's great action in this film, as you can see from that clip. It's going to really keep you on the edge of your seat. I love the pacing of the film. They take their time, they let it build up, and they let you savor those emotional moments that are going to really draw you into the story even more. But most importantly, this is a superhero movie, and there are a lot of those superhero moments. You know, those moments where you want to get up and cheer? We have a character here that we can root for, that we can get behind, and there's nothing more important than that than in a superhero film, right? I definitely recommend this one. I recommend it at full price. That's my quick take on the new film Wonder Woman. Now back to Circus of Chaos.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Good job.
Hey, it's kind of neat what you find in Uncle Schmarm's closet when he's not here. We just raid his instruments, right?
Yeah, you should show up more often.
Cousin Dave, now did you get Uncle Smarm's consent
Who
before you
cares?
borrowed
Was that fetish music?
Oh dear. Okay. All right. All right. So, welcome to Mistress Eden's Bizarre Fetishes. Cousin Dave, people have been writing me online and asking me questions about even more bizarre fetishes, so we have some things to talk about today.
I want to learn more fetishes.
All right, well, the first question we have today is from Carolyn in San Francisco. Carolyn wrote in and asked me to explain the fetish of sploshing, which is also known as wet and messy. Now, wet and messy can go a couple different ways if you're into sploshing. You could follow the true 3 T's of sploshing, which is texture, taste, and temperature, or you could be into covering, smothering, and crushing. Let me explain. The fetish of sploshing truly has to do with having a food fetish or playing with your food. Some people enjoy the taste, the texture, and the temperature of certain food items applied to their bare skin. So imagine glistening, sticky honey, or colorful, wobbly Jell-O.
Like a Taco Bell burrito.
even spaghetti. Some people enjoy having it applied to them, some people enjoy applying it to other people, and some people enjoy applying it to each other. It can be very erotic and really, really fun to play with your food.
Cold ice cream.
Temperature, exactly. Now, the second way this can go, which is smothering, covering, and crushing, has more of a BDSM dominant submissive factor to it, where one person enjoys taking something or someone ideal, like a beautiful partner or a perfect, beautiful foot, if you're into foot fetish, or even something like a nice round butt. And you take it and you cover it in food, or you take the item and you smother it with something, or you crush it down into something sloppy and wet, and it takes that ideal item and it makes it ruined or messed, which is a powerful feeling to some people.
I don't want my food on someone's foot.
Well, you'd be surprised how many people are into that, Cousin Dave. There's also a humiliation factor where, you know, if you're willing to do anything for somebody, taking a pie to the face is really no big deal.
No.
Covered, smothered, like hash browns.
Yeah.
Kind of?
Delicious.
But
Delicious.
not on a foot.
No.
A butt?
Not on your feet, Cousin Dave.
No, that'd be terrible. Be ruined.
All right, so moving on, Mike from Hayward would like to know what Melissaphelia is.
Oh, I know what Melissaphelia is. I'm the biggest Melissaphiliac there is.
Well, not to be confused.
She's the hottest Melissa there is.
Hi, guys.
Well,
It's all about the lusting.
All
of the
about me.
Melissa, right?
All about me.
Well, some Chaos fans might be totally into Melissaphelia, as in our Melissa Laroue, but in Latin, Melissa with an O-philia means the love of honeybees.
Wait, I thought it was you breathe that in like those chemical particles on, like, you know, steel workers.
No,
and now you gotta
no.
sue. It's a class action lawsuit,
No,
for
Cousin
Christ's
Dave,
sake.
that is mesothelioma, and we should really call ARC law about that. You know, totally different, totally different. Well, to expand, Melissaphelia is the erotic interest or arousal off of bee stings. Now, this mostly has to do with masochism, as some people are very aroused by pain or sometimes the anticipation of pain. But I have to add a side note that any fetish that is practiced without active consent from the other person or from an animal is highly problematic. So I do not suggest that you practice Melissaphelia at home. Melissaphelia, I highly suggest that you practice regularly.
So what exactly, I mean, that's not like people in beekeeper outfits like, hey, let's have sex. You know, I mean, is that what that is or no?
No, not exactly. It has more to do with enjoying the pain that comes from bee stings and possibly getting very excited about not knowing exactly when you're going to get stung.
So I'm not excited about that. I'm allergic to that.
Well, that's another good point. You may not know if you're allergic to bees or how allergic to bees you are, so it's best to stick to the Melissaphelia.
Hey guys, call me.
I mean, that's crazy, because if you get stung and you swell up, I mean, what if you're like really sick and you're like, hey, I'm gonna get these bees in a tube and then put it on my thing, and then you swell up, and then next thing you know, you can't get the thing off, you gotta get laser surgery, and there's an earthquake, and the laser goes cutting through.
That
Then we all die.
That poor ER doctor that you would have to explain your story to. So,
Skip it.
Melissaphelia, not so good. Melissaphelia, good. Yeah.
I'm never
Well, those are two great fetishes. Do you have any more? Are we good to go?
All right, well, our last bizarre fetish, we had Lexi from Oakland write in. Lexi is curious about trampling and crushing. Anybody ever heard of that? Trampling, crushing?
They're like what you do with the
Elephants.
Well, going back to masochism and submission, trampling and crushing has to do with enjoying somebody stepping on you, walking on you, or just more in general, enjoying the weight and the pressure and the pain of their weight on you. Now, again, this can go a couple different ways because there are very few fetishes that are not comorbid with other fetishes. So you could, in fact, enjoy the pain of being walked on or being stepped on. You can enjoy the pain of just one body part being stepped on or crushed or applied pressure to. But it can also be comorbid with other fetishes, like a foot fetish. You could enjoy feet or heels or boots walking all over you. Or, like I've mentioned in another segment, it could also be comorbid with macrophilia or giantess fetish, where you feel like you're such a tiny little bug on the floor that the woman on top of you or the person walking on top of you is 30 feet tall and you can't help but to be crushed. Well, you know, everyone, I do love to bring a visual aid with me, right? So today, I brought a human welcome mat.
Oh!
So if you really wanted to experience what some of trampling is like, just go ahead and make sure that before you leave the set today, you wipe your feet, because this place is a mess.
Could you step on him one more time? I heard noises.
And make sure you do both feet. I mean, this set is really okay. That's all for bizarre fetishes today.
All right, you guys, go ahead and I'll play you out here.
I don't know, guys. My feet are gross.
Oh! Oh, that's terrible. Hey, you know what? I might have a little in my shoe too, so, you know, whatever. I'm just gonna wipe a little dog feces on the welcome mat. Look at it's like a piano.
Seems like I've been here before, beginning from the end. Seems like I'm the one to start beginning from the end. Thought I saw the future, now beginning from the end. I had it like a rose, it slipped away again.
Hey, all you you freaks, geeks, and weirdos out there. If you've got an awesome Instagram account, maybe you're a performer, maybe you're selling cool stuff like moldy creations here, right? We're having a party. We want you to be a part of that party. Doesn't matter if you're in Kansas, Florida. Hey, send us some photos. Maybe you're in the Bay Area. You could come on the show, or maybe we'll put you in a commercial break. Give me a jingle on the internet at cousindaveclown@gmail.com. Maybe I'll come over. Maybe I won't. Maybe she'll come to your house. Who knows? Who cares? Blah.
Win a pair of tickets to see confounding circus performers, delicious dancers, salacious singers, voracious villains, hapless heroes, and masterful musicians, all of the highest caliber, at the Soiled Dove under the Big Top in Alameda. Experience time travel and entertainment with food, music, and more. Enter to win a pair of tickets. Just subscribe to Cousin Dave on YouTube and comment on the promo. The Soiled Dove, a circus-infused, unique Bay Area experience.
Uncle Schmarm! Uncle Schmarm! I'll forget it. Hey, Pink Clan, could you play something on that little pink guitar back there? To come out of the... No, you know, just forget it. Forget it. We'll just cut. Okay, we'll
I
just...
only know one note.
Don't worry about it. Hey, we are here with Elrod the Artist. How you doing?
Great, thank you for having me.
Look at this. We have your amazing art all over the set, and we want to share that with the audience. So tell us a little bit about what inspired you to make this crazy creative art.
Well, I really like to use a lot of sparkles. You can see that. It's kind of a big theme in what I do. Really inspired by retro kitsch pop art. It's kind of what I've been known to do. So anything that's old school classic, add a bit of flair and a bit of sparkle to it, and that's what I do.
I mean, I like this one right here. It's like, she's sexy, but she's dead. There's like this, you know, Vlad the Impaler thing going on here. What is this here, huh?
This is actually a collaborative piece that I did with a lowrider car painter. He kind of did the background paneling that you normally see on lowrider cars out in car shows and stuff. And I went on top and added my girl and sparkles, and we just kind of combined styles to make this piece together.
Sparkles and you're impaled, bah.
Exactly.
Right? Hey, and I'm holding the prize piece here,
Oh, yes.
right? Tell me about this one.
So that's my portrait of the 1964 Gypsy Rose Impala. It's from the Imperials Car Club in Southern California. And it's one of probably the most iconic lowriders in the lowrider scene, and I just wanted to pay homage to it. The original owner just passed away not too long ago, so I wanted to kind of do like a memory piece of it, and this is what I came up with.
I mean, I could see a whole gallery of like 50 different lowriders framed like this with all the different colors lined up, and you just kind of become stoned looking at lowriders walking through the hall, right?
I mean, that's like my dream.
Yeah, no, lowrider hallway. Hey, I think that's good, right?
Right.
Hey, and what about what Eden has over here?
So this is just one of my famous kitsch portraits that I do. A hot girl with beautiful hair and sparkles. I mean, there's not too much to it. Who doesn't like that?
And little chihuahua.
Exactly, little chihuahua.
Little choo-choos. Oh, and hey, right over here, come
Yeah.
on. I mean, how could you not want one of these in your house, right?
Well, this is Goldie Fawn. And it's a kind of like a mashup of a fawn as Goldie Hawn. And,
I mean,
yeah.
it's two of the best things, Fawns and Goldie Hawn, right?
Goldie Fawn.
Now, so tell me a little bit. You're also out on the street doing art. What?
I do.
Like what we're seeing right now. Tell me about your street art.
Sure. Well, I don't really like to limit myself to doing just paintings. I like to kind of be out there. I just did a mural on 16th and Shotwell in the Mission of San Francisco with two other artists, Bud Snow and Girl Mob. And we did this huge all-female, huge piece on a wall, and we made it all sparkly, and we glittered it up, just like how you see my artwork here. So if you want to see it in larger scale, you can go to that spot and check it out.
So you're a mixed artist then.
I am.
Mixed media,
Yeah.
right? And then you also dabble with circus-infused theme art galleries. Tell me about those kind of projects you put on.
Sure. So me and my best friend, we own a gallery in Berkeley called Somewhere Else, and we just recently opened up a circus freak show themed art show where we had 20 artists come together and make this amazing, over-the-top, grotesque, disgusting, beautiful show.
Can I live there?
Absolutely.
Oh,
I would
thank
love for you
God.
to.
See, I love it when clowns make art because I'm never impressed by mime art. There's just not much to it.
Can't see it.
Nope.
No, not at all. So if someone is infatuated with this. They want their lowrider, a little custom, right? Something like this, something like Goldie Fawn. How can they get a hold of you?
So the best way to do that would be to go on my Instagram. It's at Mexikitch is my handle, and Art by Elrod is my hashtag, and you can actually go on there and see all my paintings I've done for the past few years.
Lower third right there, folks. Elrod the Artist, thanks for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, you want to play the clown game while we turn the lights off in the dark?
Cousin Dave.
No, just, it's real quick. It's like a 5-minute game.
What about cow?
Or cow.
Seems like I've been here before, beginning from the end. Seems like I've been here before, beginning from the end, beginning from the end, beginning from the end, beginning from the end.
Oh, here, let me have a little. Oh, there's no more in here.
Sorry, Cousin Dave.
That's okay, hon. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry.
Snack attack.
Man, I can't wait to go do some sex clowning later.
Sex clown. All right, listen, pay attention. We got a medieval section coming up here, all right?
Okay.
The flaming sword of Asgoth.
You're why we can't have nice things.
Hey, come on, man. We're supposed to do what are you doing eating all the gummies, man? Give me one of those frickin' You ate all the gummies. God, for Christ's sakes. I'll do this later, man.
Wow. Drag me out here, you don't feed me? What the hell?
I thought that was a pill on the floor. It's a piece of meat off the pizza. Is that a different? What fetish would it be if, like, people that feed people?
Feeder fetish.
Feeder fetish.
Feeder fetish. It's huge.
It's not feeder fish, it's feeder fetish.
Feeder fetish.
Feeder fetish.
Es muy controversial.
And give me that sexy, deadly
Okay,
sniper
then that's
assassin.
Easy. I was letting it be like filmed.
Give me a tonight
on Circus of Chaos. Need a Necronomicon?
Yeah. All right, one more. Do a sexy tonight on Circus of Chaos. Go.
Tonight on Circus of Chaos.
Oh, whoa. Okay. Just add a little more sultriness to it.
What the all right. Not sultry.
Oh, okay. Actually, I'm sorry. Add kick-ass to it. Go. What the are you eating? Let me here. Give me one of those, man. Come on.
Sure, have to go.
What the There's no fucking gummies left. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to curse.
Win a pair of tickets to see confounding circus performers, delicious dancers, salacious singers, voracious villains, hapless heroes, and masterful musicians, all of the highest caliber, at the Soiled Dove under the Big Top in Alameda. Experience time travel and entertainment with food, music, and more. Enter to win a pair of tickets. Just subscribe to Cousin Dave on YouTube and comment on the promo. The Soiled Dove, a circus-infused, unique Bay Area experience.
That is a good slice of 3-cheese lasagna sound. Now introducing Cousin Dave's Lasagna Sandwiches, only offering the finest cheeses, sauces, and local garlic sourdough toast. Look for a food truck in your neighborhood. Get one today, huh?